Hey guys, I just wanted to make another short video. I want to discuss an article that I have found on the Weather Network, written by meteorologist Brad Russo and published by, like I said, the Weather Network. The headline starts off by stating, and I quote, "Storm machine aims at BC, details on the wet week ahead." So, I'm just, I'm curious with the words that they have chosen to use. So let's just see how this plays out. Now, I'm well aware that the majority of Canadians are still unaware or don't care about what's happening within our government. But to flat out come out and say, you know, like these words, storm machine, to me, sounds kind of fishy. I wonder if it has to do with subliminal messaging to some degree. Like, come on. Sorry about the cold and the sniffling. There's still something going around I can't seem to shake. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys watched the movie Geostorm, but for those that are well aware of what's going on in this world nowadays, that's pretty much a slap in the face. Like, they flat out say that they can control the weather, manipulate the weather. The whole movie is about weather modification and how it's being manipulated from space, as well as they don't say HAARP in the movie, but it has a huge role to play in it. Yeah, the movie is kind of slow and, well, you know, let's be honest, boring, but it is jam-packed with subliminal information. If you actually pay attention to the key points, where, when, how, and why, you'll actually get yourself some pretty good information along the lines of HAARP. Now, as I mentioned, subliminal messaging, could this be what the Weather Network is doing in Canada now? Are they finally starting to kind of slowly wean their way out of a dark hole? Or is it just, you know, a choice in bad words? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm curious as to how many people actually think that they are communicating within themselves through news articles, movies, and stuff like that. So I'm not going to read the whole article because it is kind of boring. Like, it just goes on about how BC is going to be slammed with some rain followed by some snow. If you do live in BC, they've already placed warnings out for certain areas regarding the amount of rain and the possible snowfall that might occur between now and tomorrow morning. But I will read this one part. I think this is interesting all on its own too. Just with the headline and then this, it says, "This storm is just one in a series of storms that will impact the province this week, bringing periods of rain with accumulation in excess of 100 millimeters, fresh mountain snow, and occasional snow for the mountain passes." Like I said, is this just the subliminal messaging? Do they already know? Does this have to do with HAARP? Are they preparing for something that they've known for a while, or is this just a basic, you know, little pish-posh storm? I do think, regardless of what it is, with the government being able to control the weather nowadays, manipulate the weather, make weather, not being able to steer it yet, and hopefully they will never do that, because then they would have full power. So I want to know whether or not you believe the U.S. government funded and operated facility out in the Pacific Ocean known as HAARP, if it's being used completely to modify weather in certain locations of the world, whether it'll be rain, snow, hurricane, tornado, flooding, earthquakes, stuff like that. And is there a major connection to all the weather phenomena happening in today's day and age around the world? They say that they have shut down the HAARP facility in 2014. Do you think they really did? Do you think they're being honest? And I laugh at that because, let's get real here. The government has always tried to keep us to a certain low, should I say, to keep us in line. They want us to be able to rely and count on them in case of any disasters, whether they've played a part in it or not. Let's not forget, 9/11, that was orchestrated throughout the American government and the CIA, as well as the people in the Middle East. Sorry, brain fart. The Texas shooting recently, that was orchestrated. Some people are saying that the fires in California were orchestrated because of the way things were burnt down. They weren't burnt or scolded to the point where they were black, where you can tell that it was a natural fire, like if you threw logs into a fire pit while you're camping. It doesn't burn directly to white ash unless it's been sitting in there for a long, long time. The fires in California, they burned completely white. It melted cars, obliterated houses, but kept trees standing. So there's a lot of fishy things that are going on that we should, come and realize that not everything that you see is what you see, that there's more that meets the eye that's going on. And the government needs to realize that we, the people, are not going to stand for it. We need to take a responsible stance, more along the lines of being professional about it, because let's get real here. Anonymous and Antifa, or however you pronounce the anti-fascism, they stand for good facts. They are standing up for people who don't have a voice, people who want the truth, people who know what's going on, and they're pushing the government to either mess up or spill the truth. But the way that they're going about it, rioting with the police, causing mass havoc, destruction, breaking windows of banks, stuff like that, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to do the people any good. If anything, you're just going to help the dark shadow government, whatever you want to call them, usher in martial law and the New World Order. So if that's what you guys want to do, keep doing it, because it's going to happen a lot faster than you think. You need to take a different stance. More, professional, let's just say. Because what you're doing isn't going to work. You stand for good things, but the way you're going about it's all wrong. Yes, we the people want the truth. We want the answers. And we have the right to know. So the little group of roughly, let's just 5,000 people in the truth community that's working together to bring out the truth, that's the way to do it. Not running around the streets like little children, destroying shit because you can't get what you want. That being said, leave your comments down below. Please share this video, because I'm all about getting other people's views and opinions on certain matters that are taking place around the world. And the more shares, the more people will see it, the more people hopefully will comment. So like I said, we can all have different views. If you want to leave a comment down of what you have seen recently in your hometown regarding HAARP, please do so, because the government's not going to tell us what we need to know. We need to do that for ourselves. Knowledge is power. Until next time, stay safe and take care.